Welcome into another edition of the WPSL on YouTube, brought to you today by Bootstrapper Studios. I am Peyton Behrens, and we're here for the first part of a great doubleheader here from Sunset Stadium today, featuring the Sounders women against OSA FC, making the trip down from Seattle, not far, just about a 30-minute drive, depending on traffic on the I-5 out there. But we are set for a great night of soccer today with this matchup starting things off. And later tonight, 8 p.m., the Sounders U23 takes on the Victoria Highlanders, who come with a much further drive coming from the Great White North. And let's get things started here at Sunset Stadium, and let's look over these starting lineups. Looking at the OSA side, number 1, Corey Butterfield is in the net. Number 2, Chalise Besa. Number 5, Sawa Fedor. Number 6, Arcia Slauson. Number 7, Daisy Vasquez. Number 9, Gabriela Peluggi. Number 10, Alexa Engo. Number 11, Emily Reeder. Number 14, Beth Drollinger. Number 16, Lindsay Patterson. And number 27, Sophia Viviano. And that's the starting 11 for the OSA side of things. Looking at the Sounders women, trying to end their regular season on a high note, coming off of a loss just a few weeks ago at home at Starfire Stadium. Trying to end things high here, the Sounders women, starting with number 5, Dominic Bonflasva, the UW product there with 2 goals on the season. Number 8, Casey Tillman, also has 2 goals. They're going to be the leading goal scorers on the field for the Sounders women today. No Nia Gordon on the field, so those two will be holding down the attack. Number 9, Madeline Elliston is going to be out there with Tyla J. Vlanich. Number 18, Shay Moyer. Number 23, Sierra Sugarts, the Western Washington product, will be playing the center back today for the Sounders women. Number 24, Clara Robbins. Number 25, Holly Fritz. Number 26, Stephanie Speed. Number 28, Angeline Daly. And rounding things out, number 31, Sarah Shimmer. And that's the 11 for the Sounders women here on a sunny day at Sunset Stadium. Temperatures in the low 70s here, and it's perfect weather for soccer today. And the sun is shining, getting through the clouds here, and everything's all set for a great match. The Sounders women, black tops, green shorts, green socks. OSA has the yellow tops on with the blue shorts, blue socks, and teams take the field as we're getting ready to start off the first 45 here. Christine Suter, the woman in the middle, getting things set, getting both sides ready. The Sounders looking like the favorites on paper for today's match, sitting in second in the WPSL Northwest Division, just 2 points behind the ISC Gunners. Looking around OSA, a little bit further down the table with only 7 points through 5 games. Only 5 goals scored for OSA on the season. Sounders women, on the other hand, 14 goals for and only 6 goals against through 6 matches. It's tough to get through the back line that the Sounders women have. The Sounders will start out with the kick here. And we are underway. WPSL Soccer coming live from Sunset Stadium in Sumner, Washington. A turnover early from Bonflasva. Butterfield gets the ball in the back early. The goalkeeper working it with her feet. Daly almost strips possession away from Engo. Long ball over the top, out of bounds. Sounders throw on the far side. Tillman on the throw. Gives possession to Daly, working the ball back. Lots of pressure on Robbins there. She's taken down. Early whistle is called. Robbins gets things going quickly. Moyer in the middle. Switching possession of the field. Sierra Schugertz now carries on Flasva. Back to Schugertz and in the middle for Fritz. Good swinging possession of the ball from the Sounders here, carrying up the sideline. Through ball going to Tillman, trying to get around a defender. Tillman gets possession off. It sends across into the box. Moyer with a shot. No, deflected. OSA clears their lines. Out for a Sounders throw. Getting things back into the neutral third of the field. OSA just wanted to get things out of that attacking end for the Sounders. Elliston with the throw on the far side goes to Tillman. Tillman gets away from a double team. And now a switch goes through the legs and out to Bonflasva. Carries with some space in front of her. Possession taken away, cleared out by Vasquez. But Schugertz steps smartly, wins back possession for the Sounders women. Robbins plays the overlapping Elston. In the middle for Moyer now. Bonflasva with the armband. Carries, gives to Tillman, laying off for Moyer. Moyer carries, now plays out wide. And it's Vlanich who reels it in and deflects it away for the first Sounders corner of the day.
Coming up, a Daytech corner kick from number 11, Tyler J. Vlashnik.
Vlanich drops the arm, sends in across, right-footed. And settling it down was Butterfield with a big kick out of the box. No striker around, but Butterfield shows the distance. Schugertz sends possession back to Shimmer. Good ball out of the back, played up the line. Elston out wide. The ball can't get over the top of the defense, intended for Vlanich. Fritz plays wide for Bonflasva, but she can't get there. Out for an OSA throw. Vlanich brings down the second ball, plays inside to Moyer. Moyer smartly dropping back to Stephanie Speakerman. Up to the far sideline for Elston. Elston pass one. Meets the second. And off the boot of Engo there, and Elston's going to take over on the throw-in. Left-footed cross, can't find a target in the middle. Corey Butterfield off her line to get possession back. Another long punt out of the back. But an OSA forward can't chase it down, and that was Viviano. Tillman drops off for Daly. Sounders women calmly keeping possession on the far side of the field despite OSA's high pressure. Moyer working with the ball, creates her own space, sends it back to Speakerman. Bonflasva now, near sideline. Can't get past the defender. A right-footed strike there off the boot of Pelogi. And just over. But it was the first attempt on net from either team there. And it came very quickly on the counterattack from OSA.
9, Gabriella Pelogi.
OSA showing high pressure defensively early. The Sounders women are calmly keeping possession of the ball in the back half of the field. Could get very dangerous for the Sounders women and could be very productive for OSA. Now it's Vlanich trying to get past 2 defenders. Can't get past the second. 2 defenders going in, sliding feet up for the ball. Sounders women come away with it. Fritz plays out wide for Elliston. Elliston battling on the far side with Ingo. Still carrying, now out to Thielman, give and go. Still working, still battling, and the whistle's blown there. Ball in Flasva now on the possession. Sends wide for Elliston. Drops off for Daly. Daly with a hesitation move. Now Tillman. Tillman with slick touches. Gets around the double team. Ball in Flasva. Fritz swings possession to the far side. Carrying now is Robbins. Tries a little toe poke intended for Elliston, but the slide tackle goes astray, and the Sounders have a throw on far sideline. Robbins on the throw. Daly carries into the middle, plays the ball square for Vlanich. Lays off for Bonflasfeld. Ball over the top. Tillman may have been the idea there, but over Tillman's head to the backside of the net. Long punt, nearly going the length of the field. Shugart smartly playing that one back to Schiemer. Now Bonflasfeld on the quick throw. OSA early showing signs of a counter-attacking offense. There's a turnover in the middle. First touch is from Reeder. Bonflasva clears that back. And Besa drops to the defense. Elliston wins possession. Finds Daly. Bonflasva gets wide. Sends the long ball. Possession taken over by Slauson. Can't get the through ball past Stephanie Speakerman. The Sounders back on possession. Daly looking for Tillman. Tillman with one touch. The second one bounces high off the turf. Tackle in the middle of the field there. Brought down by Holly Fritz. OSA is going to get a free kick from the defensive half of things. Long ball over the top. No one there but Sierra Shugarts to win that. Plays out wide for Vlanich. Vlanich battling. And a well-fought battle there from Vlanich as that one rolls out for a Sounders throw. OSA on possession on the near side. Dancing. Slauson. Can't keep possession. Sends it out for the Sounders. Goal kick here. Just over 10 minutes through this match. The closest thing to a shot on goal came from a quick OSA counterattack. Sounders just have one corner so far in the early stages of this match. Ball playing over the top. Schimmer off her line with ease. Cleans that up. Good headers being knocked around by the Sounders women, able to keep possession. Elliston carries the ball into the middle of the field. Sounders women working it with great passing. Bonflasva plays down the line for Tyler J. Vlanich. Vlanich thinks about the cross, now plays back to Bonflasva. Getting into the attacking third. OSA shuts it down. They want to move on the counter. Long ball going up and over the top, intended for Pelogi, but can't get there. Shimmer rolls out very quickly. In the middle with Robbins. Long ball going to Vlanich. She's in behind the defense. First touch with the left foot. Vlanich strikes, and it's a great save from Corey Butterfield as she was able to get two hands behind that one, send it wide for her corner. Now the Sounders have their first shot on the net. It's going to be their second corner of the night. It was a great through ball that Tyler J. Vlanich tracked down. It will take the one touch while battling off a defender and get off a hard shot. Great work there from the Sounders offense, but work is not done. Vlanich sends in the corner. Header going wide. Vlanich is able to get second shot on this one, but no. Crosses the goal line there, out of bounds. OSA takes over with a goal kick. Vlanich got in behind there with ease, showing off the pace. And Tyler J. Vlanich coming from Melbourne, Australia, showing her international talent here on the WPSL level. Elliston now in a foot race. Retains possession for the Sounders. Shimmer in the back. Bonflasva tries the one touch into Moyer, can't find her. Robbins with the missed touch, and now taking over is Patterson. In the middle for Slauson now. Through ball going in behind. Shimmer's off her line, and a great save from Sarah Shimmer. The rollout quickly. She wants to get things going.
Shimmer out of University of Washington.
Moyer turns, plays Tillman. Tillman trying to give it back. Moyer dancing. Gets between four defenders, still carrying with possession. Now the outside the foot pass in the direction of Fritz. Fritz between four defenders, plays out wide for Vlanich. The left footed one-time cross, and it's a header from Casey Tillman that finds its way past the keeper, and the Sounders open things up here in the 15th minute. Casey Tillman with a great header, and the Sounders lead things 1-0. Great work from the Sounders offense there to find a 15th minute goal off the head of Casey Tillman. Great work off the cross coming from Tyler J. Vlanich. The Sounders capitalize on their second shot on goal of the match. Tillman in the middle. Hungry for a second. Drops off for Fritz.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sounders women goal scored in the 15th minute by number 8, Casey Tillman.
Bonflasva into the middle for Moyer.
By number 11, Tyler J. Blashner.
And a missed touch from OSA. Vlanich is on the attack again. A left foot short cross trying to find Tillman on top of the box. Can't. Bonflasva now working, trying to get possession back. OSA sends an over-the-head kick. Tillman takes the one-touch of Vlanich, who sends it across the top of the box. Intended for Elston, but off the head of Besa. Out of bounds for a Sounders women throw. Tillman trying to get behind the OSA back line. Robbins sends a long ball, but it's intercepted by Viviano. Viviano trying to lead the attack from the right sideline, taken off her feet by a double team of the Sounders. Now OSA still carrying with possession. Patterson sends a left-footed ball through the middle of the defense, but the striker, Pelogi, was out on the far side of the field. Long punt from Scheimer. Tillman doesn't win the header. Moyer on the second. Speakerman brings down with one touch. Elston. It's taken off her feet from behind. OSA committing the foul there. Sounders women get things going again very quickly. Bonflasva up the near sideline. Through ball for Vlanish. Can Vlanish get the right touch? No. Deflected out for throw. Substitutions on the way for OSA here in the 18th minute. Checking out is going to be Viviano and Vasquez here in the early parts of the game. Bonflasva awaiting signal from center official Christine Suter to get things underway, and does so. Moyer in the middle, trying to find Tillman quickly. Gets the ball luckily back at her feet. Out wide with Bonflasva, now back for Moyer. She drives towards goal. Moyer has it on her right, goes to Tillman, back towards goal. Tillman, great move to create space out wide for Bonflasva. Cross comes in, right-footed, swinging towards that back six. Headed away, and we'll see if it makes it to the sideline. And it does, out for a Sounders women throw. Checking in on the substitution was number 21, Olivia Carter. She slides into the right back role. And up top, number 25, Stephanie Weiger. Schugertz out wide for Bonflasva. Bonflasva wants to switch field, but goes over the head of Elston. More substitutions on the way here for both sides. It looks like Dominique Bonflasva is going to be jogging towards that sideline, and also for OSA, it's going to be Pelogi. Checking on for OSA, number 15, Alexa Diaz. And on for the Sounders women's side, Joanna Harbor.
For OSA FC, in number 25, Stephanie Weiger, and also in number 21, Olivia Carter. Coming out of the match, number 27, Sophia Viviano.
Joanna Harbor wearing the number 2 for the Sounders women. She's a Stanford commit.
First minute, out is number 5.
Here she is getting a touch on the ball, carrying up this near sideline. Through ball going towards Vlanic. Vlanic tracks it down. Now trying to create space for a cross. No, trying to drop back for Fritz. Intercepted though, the one touch keeps it inbounds up the line. On the second one, Fritz was able to get that away and deflect it off the boot of Lindsay Patterson for a Sounders women's throw.
Also OSA FC substitution. Out is number 9, Gabriela Pelogi, and in is number 15, Alexa Diaz.
Harbor with the nutmeg into Tillman. Now gets it back on the give and go. Harbor still carrying. Loses possession now, and OSA wanting to go the other way. The one-touch pass goes askew there, and now the Sounders. Great touch off the boot of Patterson. She's in behind, but Scheimer comes off the line to scoop that one up. The back heel there from Patterson. Schugertz. Robbins. Turns. Plays out wide. A lot of pace on that ball. Harbor keeps it. Carrying into the middle. Now sends the ball for Daly. Overlapping is Robbins. Has Elliston going into the box. Elliston, can she track it down before it's out? Right foot across. But no, she did not get there in time, and it's going to be an OSA football club goal kick. Long goal kick sent to the sideline from Butterfield. She has shown the distance that she can send the ball off the ground or off the punts. It's inside for Fritz. Sierra Schugertz carries. Plays up for Harbor. And a through ball going towards Tillman. Tillman takes a touch with the right foot. Still going away from goal. And OSA clears that to the 50. Schugertz gets back on possession. Sierra Schugertz, one of the few Division II players on this Sounders women's side, and she was the National Division II Player of the Year, part of the Division II National Championship Western Washington University team. A through ball goes in behind for Carter, and she can't chase that one down as OSA had a quick attack going the other way, just fizzled out. You can hear the Rhubarb City supporter keeping things fresh here at Sunset Stadium, keeping the whole crowd atmosphere alive here. Sounders women lead 1-0 here. We're in the 24th minute. Scheimer sends the ball across the field. Vlanich, one touch around the defender. Doesn't want to take on the second. Moyer now. Plays the left back. Harbor. Harbor carries for the overlapping Moyer. Takes a touch towards the sideline. Moyer keeps it in. Now OSA on possession. Schugertz getting posted up. Vlanich. Sends a long diagonal ball. Trying to find Tillman. Can't get there. Speakerman. And an offside is called. The intended target was Uyghur. OSA started this game off early with a lot of high pressure on the Sounders back line. It seemed to send its high pressure away. Moyer in the middle. Through ball for Tillman in behind. Tillman with one touch. And just too heavy as Corey Butterfield off her line to scoop that one up. Harbor wins it off the pump but sends it back into OSA possession. Carrying now a long ball. Can't get through the Sounders back line. Elston sends that one back to Scheimer. Fritz trying to play a difficult ball. Back to Speakerman. OSA takes it down to the goal line. Can't get across off of it. Could have been a dangerous turnover there. OSA just let that one go by the wayside. Daly takes the header down off the bounce. Tillman trying to keep that in on the far side. Can't. Fritz battles. Inside for Robbins now. Pass goes behind Vlanich, carrying the other way is Patterson. Patterson working hard on this near sideline. Lays off for Carter. Carter gets pickpocketed by Vlanich, loses the footing. Foul called. Zlanich hits the turf, and the Sounders women got to take a free kick here on the near side. Part one of the Friday doubleheader today has started off well as 27 minutes in, the Sounders women have a goal early. Looking at part two of the doubleheader tonight, it's the home season finale for the Sounders U23 as they take on the Victoria Highlanders. So if you got some time, come on down to Sunset Stadium in Sumner, Washington, where they wrap up the home games for the season. 8 p.m. kickoff tonight. Carrying up the far sideline now. Tillman with touch. Can't keep possession of it. OSA now trying to send a long ball into the strikers. Fritz drops possession. Sounders midfield doing a great job at keeping possession in tight spaces, as they've done all year long. Daly on the turn.
Substitution for OSA FC. Out is number 6, Arika Slauson, and in number 17, Rachel McMahon.
And the through ball just too hard. OSA is going to take over on possession.
Substitution being made right now. Slauson out, McMahon in.
Throwing gets things underway again. Moyer lets that one run across her body and sends a long ball to the far side. Elston. Speakerman takes over on the deflection now. Speakerman with an entry pass into Daly. Robbins can't get the turn that she wanted, and now it's a 4-on-4 for OSA going on the counterattack. Through ball, but it doesn't get past Elston. She uses the speed to recover. Blanich, long ball over the top. Trying to keep possession on her own, loses it. Now it's with Moyer, winning on the turnover. Harbor doing a great job of making sure possession stays in the Sounders' hands. Schugertz into the middle with Fritz. Excuse me, that was Robbins. Now Harbor. Gets past one defender. Will she take on a second? Lays off for Vlanich. Vlanich carries one time left foot across. Gets to Tillman. She lays it off. Now a bouncing ball in the OSA box, which Butterfield treats. Joanna Harbor brings that one down, and center official Suter saying that the hand was used on that one. OSA is going to get a free kick. And with an opportunity here, if they set up the right set piece, they could drop a nice free kick on top of the 6, somewhere around that PK area, and get a nice header on goal.
Also
try and level things up.
Ago,
There's the long ball coming up over the top, the header.
26.
More substitutions on the way as we're over a third of the way through the match here in Sumner, Washington. Vlanich and Robbins are going to check off the field for the Sounders women.
Sounders women's substitution. Out number 24, Clara Robbins. In number 3, Gabby Johnson.
And Bonvlasva checks back onto the field. Gabby Johnson. Tillman. Over to Harbor.
Also OSA substitutions out number 5, Sirwa Forjor, and number 10, Alexa Migo, and in number 7, Daisy Vasquez, and number 22, Mela Hershkowitz. And for the Sounders, out number 5, Dominique Bonflaza, or actually back in number 5, Dominique Bonflaza, and out number 11, Tyla J. Flashnik.
OSA working up that far sideline. Daly takes over possession. Sends it back to Stephanie Speakerman, getting a double team quickly. Sounders switching the field. Very skillfully there. Working their way in between this OSA high pressure defense that seems to come alive again. Moyer on the turn. Plays for Tillman. Back to Moyer. And a through ball. Daly's going to try and chase it down. And the clearance from Butterfield. Fritz was the first one to that header. Sends it out of bounds for an OSA throw-in. These rolling substitutions just keep on coming. Tillman's going to check out. Daly's going to check out. Checking on is Mariah Lee. Harbor brings that one down. Schugertz battles, but Speakerman takes over. Far sideline for Lee. Gets past one. Lee shows the wheels. Lee is still going. Step over. And wins a Sounders corner. The third one of the evening for the Sounders women here in the 34th minute.
Also out for the Sounders women, number 8, Casey Tillman, and number 28, Angeline Daly. In number 27, Caitlin Johnson, and number 12, Mariah Lee. And it's time for a Daytech corner kick for your Sounders women.
Corner comes in. Top of the box, no one home. Chasing it down is Elston. Drops back. Speakerman not on the same page with Fritz. OSA takes over on possession. Long ball up and over the top. Chasing it down. The clearance from Bonflasva, and she gets the body after the clearance, loses her footing. Sounders women throwing in the end after the deflection. Lee turns with the ball, trying to work it up the sideline. Can't. Elston brings that down with the chest. Stoppage of play is OSA players on the ground. I believe it's Stephanie Weiger who is left back on the turf. And it looks like she may have lost her breath. And with the stoppage of play, let's look back on the goal that opened things up. It was Casey Tillman with a great header off the assist of Tyler J. Vlanich in the 15th minute. Vlanich played a one-time left-footed ball that found Tillman's head inside the box, and it was a great build-up play from the Sounders women. Worked it all the way down the field on top of the box. Some good dribbling set up to a pass out wide for Vlanich, who was able to send in the left-footed cross with space around her and using her speed to get to the ball. And Tillman, a natural goal scorer, just has that knack, has the ability, being able to send that header to the far side of the post.
Shalise Besa.
Knocked it in.
25, Stephanie
Tillman
Wigger.
got her 3rd goal on the
And
season.
Number 19, Lindsay Fujiwara. And number 8, Bianca Acuario.
And Uyghur's going to check out of the game alongside with Besa. That stoppage bound to add a few minutes of stoppage time when we get to halftime within the next 10 minutes. And a drop ball gets sent back to Scheimer. We're underway again here in Sumner, Washington. You're watching the WPSL via YouTube, brought to you today by Bootstrapper Studios. I'm Peyton Behrens here in the Sounders. Women lead 1-0. Lee gives back to Moyer. Lee lays off. It was a great drop back to Johnson. Now Lee's trying to chase it down. Mariah Lee has a lot of speed, just not enough to get to that through ball that carried about 45 yards on the turf. Long goal kick, switching fields. Johnson wins the header. Lee dancing, sends it back with Fritz. Fritz there trying to find Caitlin Johnson. Butterfield puts the ball on the ground, sends a long, low ball into the strikers. Pelogi couldn't get to it. Scheimer now clears her lines. Fritz can't get a header on it. Bringing it down now is Corbin. Corbin, though, can't get past Moyer. Moyer to Lee. Lee sees space in the middle. Elston turns to the near side. Can't get the through ball to Harbor. But now it's with Bonflasva. Dominique Bonflasva carries. Sends through ball towards Caitlin Johnson. Johnson cuts back, puts it on the right foot, sends in a cross, far post. Chasing it down is Harbor. She outruns Buttersfield, who retreats back to her net. Harbor sends it back for Johnson. Lots of time to set up the cross. Right-footed one goes up and over Caitlin Johnson. Now it's Bonflasva. Sends in a right-footed missile to the backside. No handball called. It's most likely the right call there. Ellison now cuts into the middle. Ellison through ball for Harbor. Harbor in on the goal line, trying to get a touch past the goalkeeper, and does so, but gets past the goal line as well. And now it's a goal kick for OSA. And if we look back at the controversial PK call that was not there, fans wanted the handball. But the OSA defender did not have the arm extended. It was in the vicinity of the body. It's a great call from the center official, Christine Studer, who was able to keep that one under control. As there's pure reaction coming from the OSA defender to shield the body with the forearm. Bonflasva wins the header. Johnson with the second. Going over the top to Buttersfield, though, in the net. Long punt out of the back. Schugertz gets a touch on it, sends it back to the 50. Sounders women retreating. And Scheimer scoops it up. Rolls quickly to Bonflasva. Something we see out of these keepers is they both have the attack in mind. Where Scheimer wants to roll out and get things started very quickly. And on the other end of things, Corey Butterfield wants to send the ball long and try and get the forwards on a quick counterattack. Catch the back line sleeping. It's out wide. Ball goes up and over the top. Scheimer's there. Schugertz had no worries. Scheimer mishits that one. Bonflasva trying to keep it in on the sideline, but not the way that Scheimer wanted to hit it, and she saw it immediately after it came off of her cleat. Carter on the throw for OSA. Schugertz wins the header, sends it upfield. And Carter will do it again here in the 42nd minute. Schugertz reaches that foot around, knocks away possession from OSA. Mariah Lee in the middle. With the turn, sends the outside foot pass, trying to find Gabby Johnson. Johnson just can't keep it in, did everything in her power to try and knock that one up the sideline. Gabby Johnson, University of Delaware, spending her summer out here in Seattle playing for the Sounders women. Caitlin Johnson works away from two defenders, now trying to get past the third. Finally, the fourth OSA defender comes over for support to clear the lines. Schugertz takes a touch towards the sidelines. Now turns back and sends a drop to Scheimer, who has pressure immediately. Scheimer looking for Bonflasva. The header keeps it in play. Great work from Bonflasva. Now Moyer doing her part. Schugertz again sends a drop to Scheimer. This time no pressure. She walks the ball across the face of the net. Now Speakerman turns. Out wide with Gabby Johnson. And the entry pass to the middle gets intercepted. Schugertz wins possession back and clears any danger for the Sounders women. Harbor now carrying over the 50. Harbor has numbers. Has support out to the right side. Sends a through ball direct and just not at the right angle for her Mariah Lee to be on the same page. Harbor again near sideline. Drops back to Bonflasva. And a ball played firmly into Caitlin Johnson. Gets deflected out for Sounders women's throw. Moyer gives back to Bonflasva after the throw. Moyer with some nifty cuts, but taken over by OSA. Fritz tries sending it into the middle. Speakerman now. Fritz out wide for Bonflasva. Bonflasva has space, sends a ball. Can't find Caitlin Johnson. Schugertz the one touch to Fritz. Now a great ball out wide for Harbor. Harbor inside for Johnson. Moyer now, but gets blindsided there. Johnson back on possession, trying to send the ball up and over the top for Lee. Great touch, bringing it down. Lee wants to go down the sideline, shows off that speed, sends it across. Harbor just goes past, but no one's around Bonflasva. She crashes the 18, sends it in left foot, low cross. Sent away from the 18. We are now into the stoppage time.
We are in stoppage time. Stoppage time.
Moyer, top of the 18, right-footed shot. And it's just a bit outside. We'll see how much stoppage time is permitted here as everything is kept on the referee's watch on the field. Johnson. That's out wide for Bonflasva. Schugertz back in possession, plays with Speakerman. Speakerman sends that one to Scheimer, and it was almost tipped away.
There will be 1 minute of stoppage time total. Out for OSA, number 29, Mia Corbin, and also number 26. Number 15 also out. That is Alexa Diaz, and in number 6, Erica Slauson, and number 16, Lindsay Patterson.
Scheimer has possession of the box, sends that one far and away, and that will be the last whistle of the first half. The Sounders women opened up scoring in the 15th minute here at Sunset Stadium. 15 minutes till we kick off the second half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the WPSL, brought to you by Bootstrapper Studios.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So the bad news is you're going in for knee surgery. The good news is you're not going to the hospital. You're going to Pro-Liance Surgeons for same-day surgery, so you get to recover at home. While your board-certified surgeon works with you every step of the way. And your out-of-pocket costs are lower.
Ask your doctor about Pro-Liance Surgeons or visit ProLianceSurgeons.com, the hospital alternative.
Hey, hospital bed.
What?
Can't you try to be a little more comfortable?
If you have surgery at the hospital, you're gonna be stuck with me for a couple of days.
Ow! Seriously?
Pro-Liance Surgeons has replaced the hospital stay with something better. Same-day surgery centers, so you can recover at home in your own comfy bed.
You're not cooperating.
Getting dizzy.
Learn more at ProLianceSurgeons.com, the hospital alternative.
Who are you?
I'm a hospital germ. You just had surgery, right? Looks like we'll be spending a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Proliant Surgeons has replaced the hospital stay with something better. Same-day surgery centers. There's less risk of infection because you recover at home.
Can I have a sip of your water?
No.
Learn more at ProliantSurgeons.com, the hospital alternative.
So the bad news is you just had hip surgery. The good news? You went to Proliant Surgeons for same-day surgery, so you're recovering at home, not the hospital. You're also getting individualized follow-up care with physical therapy and visits with your surgeon, all for about half the cost.
Ask your doctor about Proliant Surgeons or visit ProliantSurgeons.com, the hospital alternative.
Wait a second. You're my hospital bill?
Yeah, that's me.
But you're so high.
You spent 2 days there after surgery, cha-ching. Know what I'm saying?
Proliant Surgeons has replaced the hospital stay with something better. Same-day surgery centers, which means lower out-of-pocket costs.
You're ridiculous.
Ow, watch it, lady. I'm just the messenger.
Learn more at ProliantSurgeons.com, the hospital alternative.
So the bad news is you need shoulder surgery. The good news? There's ProLiant Surgeons. Because they're not a hospital, surgeries are performed at their same-day surgery centers, so there's less risk. You get to recover at home. And your out-of-pocket costs are lower.
Ask your doctor about ProLiant Surgeons or visit ProLiantSurgeons.com, the hospital alternative.
scarves up, Sounders women fans. Time to put your scarves in the air and get up for the second half of Sounders women soccer.
Welcome back to second half action live here from Sumner, Washington at Sunset Stadium. I'm Peyton Behrens. You're watching the WPSL via YouTube, brought to you today by Bootstrapper Studios. The Sounders women have a 1-0 lead where it opened up in the 15th minute by Casey Tillman. We're underway for the last 45 minutes and the last regular season game on the Sounders women's schedule today. OSA kicks things off here in the second half. And in the 15th minute, Casey Tillman had a header goal that was assisted by outside midfielder Tyla J. Vlanich with the left-footed cross. OSA gets deep into the Sounders' end, but quickly go out of bounds for a Sounders throw-in on the far side. The Sounders women seem to have a total control on the first half possession-wise. Shot-wise, 2 shots on the net, 3 corner kicks. OSA still have yet to record a shot on goal. 1 shot that went over the crossbar, but had no chance finding its way into the back of the nylon. Speakerman sends out wide. Can't chase it down, was Mariah Lee. Now in the middle, it's Hudson, gives to Lee. Mariah Lee shows a lot of speed with her game. Dribbling still around a triple team. Finally lays off for Bonflasfa. Mariah Lee shields out smartly for a throw-in, as she was in some danger there. Schugertz clears that one away from danger for the Sounders women. Lee, the Stanford product, sends back to Bonflasfa. Not on the same page as Casey Tillman there. A great crowd that we have on hand here for the first part of this doubleheader. The stands are filling up. They're nearly filled here in Sumner, Washington. It's a great outing. It's a great Friday night for some soccer. Vlanich gives to Daly on the far side. Now it's in with Sierra Schugertz. Schugertz, left-footed pass, can't find Vlanich. That ball's going to bounce up the turf and stay in play. Slauson trying to apply the pressure for OSA. Daly battling. Slauson gets it away, tries the right foot across, out for the first corner of the match. And we'll see if OSA can capitalize and tie things up here.
Coming up for OSA, number 15, Alexa Diaz.
Left-footed cross comes in, floating around the PK spot, and cleared away with authority. Sounders now going the other way with possession. Daly trying to get around the speedy Carter. And a strong tackle going through. OSA has a 3-on-3. Carrying the possession here. Sounders win it back. Cross sent in, but Bonflasfa clears it to Daly. Tillman, the intended target. Poor touch. Sends it to the USA back line. Scheimer plays short for Speakerman. Now one-touch clearance. Gets over the head of Reeder. Lee, Reeder battling the two number 12s. Fritz dancing. Pulls the Maradona but loses the footing. It's a 5-on-4 right now. The long left-footed shot heads for the far post and off the woodwork. What a shot off of the boot of Alexa Diaz. And she saw Scheimer off her line. She beat the keeper. Couldn't beat the post. It found the far side of the frame. Wow, impressive work. Impressive left-footed shot from Diaz. Sounders women take over on the throw-in into the attacking third of things. Lee gets the throw, drops back off for Bonflasva. Sends in for Tillman. Settled by Johnson. Plays to Lee. Lee has space in front of her. Heads up. Right-footed cross into the box. Daly, the target, can't get there. Crashing on its Hudson. Sends out wide. Now it's into the middle. Caitlin Johnson again can't get the right turn on it. Bonflasva plays wide and down the line for Lee. Takes a touch. Squares up the opponent. One step over. Still dribbling in. Bonflasva on the overlap. Right-footed cross. Tillman is in the box, but goes into the 6 for Corey Butterfield to clean up. Butterfield loves to play quickly out of the back. Sends a skying punt. Bonflasva gets a touch into Johnson. Daly now, far side. Carries. Has support to either side. Plays out wide for Tillman. Tillman beat to the ball by Olivia Carter. Carter tries sending direct, but Vlanich sends it away. Fritz. In for Vlanich. Now Caitlin Johnson with a great turn away from pressure. Into the feet of Lee. Lee has an overlapping Bonflasva to the right. Plays it. Bonflasva has a cutting Tillman in the box. Tillman open. Gets that on the back foot. Can Tillman create some space with a turn? Gets a toe poke to Lee. Lee in the box with a great touch. Lee with a shot, but Butterfield with a save.
Shot on goal by number 12, Mariah Lee, and with the block and goal.
Corey Butterfield is standing on her head in the net, doing everything she can to keep this a 1-0 game right now. The OSA Football Club needs some attack to support the things that Butterfield is doing in the net. Tillman lays off. Johnson can't get past the last defender, but the Sounders women have a throw in deep in OSA territory. Bonflasva over to take the throw in for the Sounders women. Into the middle for Johnson. Johnson takes a touch into the box, trying to pass to Tillman. Comes back out to Mariah Lee. She lets the ball bounce once, twice. Now she wants to shield out for a throw in, and the Sounders will do things over again. Hudson with the header. Now trying to break things out the other way, Pelogi. Cuts into the middle of the field. Hudson takes away. Johnson turns. Loses her footing, but straight back up and gets the pass over to Bonflasva. Now Mariah Lee played into space, but not quick enough to make the reaction. The pass going just in front of her. Bonflasva. The header from Johnson looking for Tillman. Tillman can't get to it. Now a long ball in behind the defense for OSA. It gets cut back. Besa plays an overlapping run down the far side. The right-footed cross comes in and goes behind the net. Carter was showing the speed down the line on the overlap. Speakerman on the short goal kick. Now with Lee. Lee has the defender to the left side. Johnson takes things over. Gets pressured. Lee lets that one roll out smartly. Johnson plays back for Von Flasva. The header from Tillman intended for Lee. Now OSA. Besa with the overhead kick. Schugertz can't get past Slauson, but the handball as it goes off of the arm sets up the Sounders women with a free kick here. So we're in the 56th minute. Sounders women still holding on to that 1-0 lead. OSA had a great opportunity earlier in the second half. Other than that, the Sounders women are in the driver's seat here, but only a 1-goal lead. Things could change very quickly. And OSA, a very good counter-attacking team, high pressure defensively, lots of long balls out of the back. One mistake could knot this game up if the Sounders women don't play it carefully. And now is not a time to play cautious. Sounders women love to find something else into the back of the net. Schugertz wide for Bonflasva. Has a cutting run from Johnson. Can't get the pass up the line. Great footwork there from Pelogi. Now sends it for Besa. Diagonal ball splits the defense. OSA is on the net. The through ball gets played. And Schiemer plays a great save there, recovering back to her line. OSA had the empty netter and didn't get anything out of it. Schiemer was able to clear that one away and for a corner. Sounders women are not out of danger. OSA with a set piece here. Diaz walking to the far side of the field. Schiemer comes up huge, keeping the clean sheet on the board. Can she do it again? Left-footed cross comes in. It's a header. Schiemer, big save. Ball still bouncing around, but Schiemer gets it away.
Pelosi, strong in goal once again for your Sounders women, Sarah Schiemer.
Schiemer is a brick wall for the Sounders women, keeping things at a goose egg for OSA. Now into space, Tillman. Tillman has speed. Takes towards the middle of the field. Stops it on a dime. Now plays the ball over the top for Johnson with a great touch, trying to bring it down. Bonflasva takes over. Bonflasva now in a double team. Lays back for Mariah Lee. Sends a smart ball, but headed away. Now Lee has the throw in for the Sounders women. If it wasn't for Sarah Schiemer, this game would be level twice in a row. Was Schiemer absolutely spectacular in the net for the Sounders women. In the middle for Johnson. Header intended for Lee, but headed away and out of bounds by Pelogi. Bonflasva gets a quick throw in. Vlanich, far side. Sends a through ball for Tillman. It's a great ball. Can Tillman chase it down? And off of her line was Corey Butterfield, able to clear that one away. And we have had a great afternoon of goalkeeping here in Sumner, Washington. Lee chests that one down to keep possession. Battling now with a step over, trying to create space. And she does win a corner for the Sounders women. Daly will go over to the far side. Set up the corner. Vlanich in support.
Sounders women. Angeline Daly, number 28, with the corner.
Vlanich hits a right-footed ball low and towards the post, but nothing comes away from that one except for an OSA goal kick. Scheimer getting her first touch back on the ball since the two great saves. Sends a right-footed ball. Mariah Lee was almost in pursuit for it. Saw it was out of her reach. Decided to take another route. And a long ball from Butterfield now. Schugert settles. Trying to play Vlanich. Vlanich absolutely cleans Reeder. And OSA has a free kick. Deep free kick into the box. The header by Speakerman goes into the box. Lots of danger right now. The shot on net, the header! But the offside flag is up on the far side of the field and will get erased off the board. As Besa was just right place, right time for that ball to find her, but was not in the correct position, and it's a great call on the far side. Being a linesman, one of the hardest things to do in soccer. The Sounders have been close to giving up the tying goal. OSA keeps getting closer and closer as this match goes on. Lee headers to Johnson. Now Tillman trying to work it by herself. Speakerman, the header to Bonflasva into space, time around her. Lee plays to Hudson. Now it's the Schugerts. Lots of play on the near side of the field. The Sounders women want to play through Mariah Lee with her speed, but the outside the foot pass goes astray and out of bounds. Intended for Bonflasva, but Flasville was not anticipating that. No substitutions. Yes, we're over two-thirds of the way through the match, but the Sounders women do have substitutes getting warm on the far side of the track. One notable is Joanna Harbor, Played a lot of minutes in the first half. She's committed to Stanford. Caitlin Johnson still battling through. And a whistle is blown. It's going to be a Sounders women's free kick here. We're about 40 yards away from the net. Sits on the 30 on the football lines. Free kick going up and over the top. Back post. Schugerts was there. And cleared away. Vlanich trying to keep it in space. She gets taken off her feet. But Suter says it was a clean tackle. Possession swinging back and forth on the far side of the field. Throw-ins going every which way over there as we're in the 65th minute. OSA has had increasing opportunities on the net as the second half has continued. Only one shot on goal. Scheimer has made 2 great saves and shut down some great opportunities in the box for OSA. A great touch in the Sounders midfield. Daly plays it out for Bonflasfa. Down the line for Tillman. Can Tillman get around Drawlinger? She can't. It's out for an OSA goal kick here in the 66th minute. After this WPSL match, switch over to the Sounders U23 YouTube page, where there will be the second part of tonight's doubleheader, playing against the Victoria Highlanders at 8 p.m. Bonflasfa. Great work at keeping that one in play for the Sounders women. Lee now faces goal, gives back to Bonflasfa. Bonflasfa wants to go one-on-one, trying to send it across, can't. Gets shut down by Ingo. Left foot clearance goes over Fritz. And now through ball intended for Besa, but she's offside again. As she was offside in front of the net. Put one into the goal. But it was flagged down. Lee near sideline. Lee in a double team, dribbles past it, showing her speed. Mariah Lee sends it right foot across. Tillman, the goal scorer on the day, chases it out to the far side, faces the middle, plays to Fritz. Fritz tries taking a touch around the defender, can't, but it's with Johnson in the box. Caitlin Johnson sends back to Tyler J. Vlanich and poked out for Sounders women throw. First substitutions of the second half approaching here in the 67th minute. It looks like OSA wants to make the subs now for the Sounders. Bonflasfa is going to head off the field. Also, it looks like Caitlin Johnson checks off the field, as well as Holly Fritz. Shea Moyer checks on, and she's on top of the ball, gives to Tillman. Tillman tries laying off to Moyer. Can't. Elston also checks onto the field as here she is into some space, showing her fresh legs immediately. Elston. Fancy footwork, can't get around the defender though. OSA trying to push the other way. Besa drops off, and now a long diagonal ball is going to bring Scheimer off of her line. And clearance into the midfield. Robbins.
OSA substitution out, number 7, Daisy Vasquez, and in, number 5, Surwa Porjor.
Elston has green in front of her, takes a touch. Early right-footed cross, Tillman in the box. And just inches away from a toe poke that would have been directed on goal. Goal kick from Butterfield. It's headed on over the 50. Besa back towards the net. Drops off out wide for Engo. Lee takes over on the possession. Lee gets taken off her feet by Engo, but Elston is there on the support. Moyer can't get past Drawlinger.
In number 8, Casey Tillman, number 9, Maddie Elliston, and number 24, Clara Robbins.
Blanich is going to head off the field right now. She's putting great work on that left back side. And the Clara Robbins fan section over here sure to make some noise. Checking off also is Mariah Lee. In the game for her, Joanna Harbor. Daly wins the throw. Back to Elston. Elston gives to Moyer, and now it's with Daly on the near side. Angeline Daly directing traffic, gives to Elston down the line. Good ball work from the Sounders women. That one's poked away. On the throw. Another substitution at the 50. OSA this time wants to use the substitution. That's going to be Pelogi heading off of the field for OSA here in the 71st minute. Moyer on the throw. Gives back to Elston. Elston trying to create space. Can't get past Engo. Doing great work on that left back. Flicked header up the line. Patterson takes it down. Now the long ball that finds its way onto the track into the 5th lane.
Substitution. Number 9 out, Gabriella Pelogi, and number 25, Stephanie Uyghur, is in.
Madeline Elston on the throw, near side. Into the middle for Moyer. Engo loses her footing. Moyer picks it back up. Moyer dribbles in between 3 defenders there. Getting away from 1, dribbling between 2. Speakerman turns and plays smartly back to Scheimer. Scheimer takes a touch, has a double team coming. Now plays far side. Out wide and up the line for Gabby Johnson. The over-the-head kick coming off of Harbor, intended for Johnson, but OSA clears it away for a Sounders women's throw-in. Just under 20 left to play here in Sumner, Washington. The Sounders women hold a 1-0 lead so far in the first part of today's doubleheader. It's in the middle for Daly. Has an overlapping Elston. Elston's there. Takes a touch with the right foot. Elston cuts into the middle, still carrying no, and it gets knocked away. OSA clearing its lines. Another throw-in on the way, just a little deeper in the OSA end. Substitution set at the 50 for OSA, and it's going to be Alexa Engo here, who's been playing a great second half at that left back position on the near side. Doing great work at slowing down, stopping Mariah Lee, stopping Tillman, stopping Elston on the near side.
Out is number 6, Erica Swanson, and in number 29, Mia Corbin.
Daly on the near side, plays in for Tillman. Tillman with a great turn, loses her footing, no foul. Sounders women still on possession with Hudson. Now it's a Daly. Daly, left-footed ball, looking for Harbor. Great touch with the back towards the net. Harbor turns, faces, trying to cut back, but can't. Elston battles, wins possession. Good footwork on top of the box to keep it. Moyer now dribbling towards space, plays the ball out wide for Robbins. Robbins now, Moyer. Back to Robbins, good give and go, and it's played out wide. Robbins gets the ball back inside the box, looking, shot! Just past the near post. And it was Gabby Johnson doing great work in the offensive end of things where she's playing the left back.
10, Alexa Ugo, and in number 22, Mela Herskowitz. Also out is number 2, Jalise Besa, and in number 8, Bianca Acuaro.
In the middle with Corbin. Corbin still carrying. Plays out wide now. With Weiger. Dangerous cross into the box. And a foul is called. Scheimer sprung out for that one. Was able to hit it away. They're going to say that Scheimer was fouled there. Taken off her feet. Going for a 50-50 ball in the box.
After the match, hop online and go to the TacomaSoccerCenter.org. That's TacomaSoccerCenter.org to find out how to join in for adult and youth leagues here in the South Puget Sound area. Also, MVP Physical Therapy is a proud supporter of the Sounders women. MVP Physical Therapy designs programs to improve function and speed recovery. Check out MVP Physical Therapy just down the road on Main Street right here in Sumner. For more information, visit MVPPT.com.
Here in the 76th minute, the Sounders women still lead 1-0 after a 15th minute goal from Casey Tillman. Gave the Sounders women the lead. Now it's Elston. Elston carrying. Plays in the middle for Robbins. Now it's sent out wide. Harbor takes a touch. Tries the left-footed cross. Loses her footing. OSA takes over on the possession, but sends that away for a Sounders women's throw-in. With under 15 left to play, the OSA attack might start throwing up a lot of numbers trying to knot this thing level. And that could allow the Sounders women to get on a quick counter attack, have numbers of their own. Tillman battles. Corbin takes over. A long ball from Corbin. Sent Weiger's the target. And a collision there in the middle of things where it's Sierra Schugert's battling with Bianca Acarillo. Gives OSA the free kick. And we'll see where it gets set. On the far side of the field, just outside of the 18. Right-footed ball comes into the box. Corbin header! Just got the wrong part of the noggin on that one. Sends it across the face and way out. For Sounders women's goal kick. Sarah Scheimer, University of Washington student athlete, has had a great game in the net for the Sounders women. Moyer to Elliston, back to Moyer. Robbins carrying. Robbins plays through for Harbor. OSA miscommunication. Puts Butterfield on the turf. She's slow to get up. Daly leaves it for Robbins. Robbins gets taken off her feet, and there's the foul called. The Sounders women have a great free kick opportunity just outside of the 18 in the middle of the field. We'll see if they have a set-piece specialist who's going to be able to find this one. Off the kick, it's Moyer over the ball.
Free kick coming up for your Sounders women.
Four-person wall. Moyer with the shot. Hits the crossbar. Did it get tipped over? No, just off the woodwork. And it's going to go out for an OSA goal kick.
Shay Moyer with the shot, just missing. Fans, make sure to stick around for autographs after the game.
Moyer was just inches away from doubling the Sounders women's lead here in Sumner, Washington.
Taking place at the end of the match.
Robbins, header, Tillman lays off for the overlapping Moyer. Moyer trying to find Harbor. Moyer leaves the feet, wins back possession. Tillman, great heel flick to Moyer. Now it's back with Tillman. Tillman's in behind the defense. Left foot across, goes into the box for Daly. It's on top of the box now. Sends it out wide. Elston's there. Can she send in a good right foot cross? Going all the way to the backside. Robbins trying to chase it down. Cleared away, deflected. OSA now on the throw. 10 minutes left to play here at Sunset Stadium. Tillman battles. Can't get possession. Now it's cleared. Going up the line. OSA into the attack. Has a 2-on-4. Carrying the ball. And a shot deflected out for a corner as Bianca Acurio. Now OSA with a set piece opportunity here to knot things level with 10 left.
For OSAFC.
We saw Corbin was able to get to a header on the last one. Corbin's battling with Tillman in the box. Left-footed ball gets sent in. Sierra Schugertz is the first person there. The missed volley on top of the box. Schugertz tries clearing it away, but only gets it to Slauson. Slauson, miscommunication on the far side. Sends in a through ball that goes nowhere but over the goal line, out for Sounders women's goal kick. Gotta love the support of the Rhubarb City supporter down in the far end of the field, making sure the crowd has a nice evening here in Sumner, Washington. Sounders women have a 1-0 lead, only adding to the ambiance of the night here. Harbor with a touch into Robbins. Corbin gets a touch on that one, sends it into Weiger. Ellison traps that. Hudson. Back in the middle. Tillman now. Dribbling away from the pressure. Left-footed pass to the overlapping Gabby Johnson. Now it's in the middle with Moyer. Trying to lay off for Harbor. OSA now on the attack. Lots of space down the right side of the field. A shot sent really far wide and out for a throw-in. It looked a lot more dangerous off the boot than it actually was. A trio of substitutions at the 50 for OSA. We are in the 84th minute. Sounders get things underway again with the throw-in and the clearance. Only gets out about 30 yards, but with the help of OSA sending that back for Sounders women's goal kick. Scheimer's going to take her time back there. Try and milk out as much of this clock.
Wholesale substitutions for OSAFC.
Near side with Elston. Can't get the ball out from underneath her, but takes it back from Corbin. Elston trying to dribble it out, but taken over by McMahon. Through ball goes in for Besa. Now it's out wide. The left foot, first time cross into the box. Scheimer's there.
Those substitutions for OSAFC out. Number 8, Bianca Acuario.
Tillman takes a lot of pressure in the back there and gets a foul called. Sounders women have a free kick, and Casey Tillman, who has put in a nice 40 minutes here in the second half, A little slow to get up, maybe just catching your breath, as the Sounders women have not been doing rapid intervals of substitutions like OSA has, and getting a lot of players a nice long stint in the second half. Robbins can't find Harbor, but still working with it. Johnson. Turnover, and OSA going the other way up the far sideline. Carrying, they have numbers. It's a 4-on-3. Ball goes in behind Besa. One touch, Scheimer's there again! How many times is Sarah Scheimer going to keep this game into the lead for the Sounders? My goodness, Sarah Scheimer is having one heck of a match. Daly now on the turnover, plays for Tillman, but just behind. Tillman, with the help of a deflection, can keep things going forward, plays back to Moyer. Moyer now to Daly, has an overlapping Elston. Daly plays it late, but now it's with Harbor. Give and go with Elston into the box. Elston, right-footed shot, saved. It's pushed away out for a corner. Corey Butterfield gets her hands on it, sends it away, and my goodness, are these keepers playing out of their mind today.
Taking the corner kick, number 28, Angeline Daly for your Sounders women.
It's the 5th corner of the night for the Sounders women. Daly all alone on the near side corner. And with the way that Corey Butterfield is playing, it looks like this match may stay 1-0 right now. Daly drops her hand, approaches, corner comes in. Butterfield is able to come off her line and snag that one. She sets on the ground for herself to try and send a through ball. Miss hits it, no one on the near side. Elston chases it down all the way to the fencing here. So we approach the end of the match here as things are coming to a close very quickly. Moyer plays Daly. Daly, great move up the line. Daly still carrying. Daly gets taken down. No foul called. OSA now in possession in their own defensive half, clearing towards the sideline. That ball's going to stay in until Moyer shields it out. 88th minute. Elston near side with the throw-in. Sounders women keeping 4 defenders back around the 50. Don't want to send too many up. Daly on the throw-in. Elston gets it back. Into the middle for Hudson. She's going to drop back to Sierra Schugertz. Hudson plays a square pass for Robbins. Now it's with Daly on the near side. Daly has an overlapping Elston. Tillman can't chase it down. Maybe running out of gas in the tank right now as we are in the 88th minute. Excuse me, the 89th. Butterfield sets quickly. Header won by Robbins. Miscommunication between Moyer and Tillman. Robbins battles with Weiger for it. Coming out on top was Slauson. Long ball can't find the winger. One touch from Reeder. Now Reeder's back onto the attack after the long ball up and over the top. A deflection gives OSA a throw-in nearly on the corner flag. Throw-in with Weiger. High kick over the head, goes to the top of the 18, and that ball is sent on the carpet as far as it can go. Gets back into the defensive third for OSA. Quick throw-in to Corey Butterfield. So we're approaching the end of the match. We'll see how much stoppage time is given. The ball goes played up and over the top. One touch. It's Moyer, has space in front of her. Moyer has a bouncing ball. Shea Moyer tries the right foot across, gets deflected back. Lots of space for the Sounders here in the attacking end. Moyer's just going to draw it out. Trying to run this clock down as much as possible. It's Elston now. Left foot pass into Tillman. Back towards the net. Into a triple team. Casey Tillman gets taken away. OSA now wants to go out on the run. Slauson plays that pass wide. Long diagonal ball over the top. Schugertz. Header.
The fourth official has indicated no stoppage time.
And there it is, the end of the match just as we hit the 90th minute. No stoppage time at all. OSA furious with the call, but with a very clean played second half. No goals, no cards. A little bit of substitution, understandable for the car with no stoppage time. And that's the end of today's match. The WPSL regular season ends here for the Sounders women as they win 1-0 on home soil over OSA FC. Casey Tillman with the net in the 15th minute, giving the Sounders women's the lead. If you want to stay tuned for the Sounders U23 second part of today's doubleheader, flip on over to their YouTube page. Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. So thank you for watching the WPSL via YouTube today, brought to you by Bootstrapper Studios.